Teachings of Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna speaks on Jiva and Brahman. What is the relation between the Jiva and the Paramatman, the individual and the universal self? If a piece of timber be thrown across the flowing Ganges, one side of the water will appear to be separated from the other. In the same way, the idea of ego makes the soul seem distinct from the Supreme Self. Really, there is no division between them. When bound in fetters, the soul is the Jiva. When released from them, the same thing is Shiva. As the water and its bubbles are one, for the bubble has its birth in water, floats on water, and is ultimately resolved into water. So the Jivatman and the Paramatman are in essence one and the same. The difference is that while one is finite and small, the other is infinite. While one is dependent, the other is independent. The Jivatman resides in the heart of man like iron, and the Paramatman in the head like a magnet. Evil tendencies keep the iron of Jivatman covered as with clay. If this clay of evil tendencies be washed away by the continued pouring of tears of bhakti, immediately the Paramatman magnet attracts the Jivatman iron. There is the screen of Maya between the Jivatman and the Paramatman, and as soon as this is removed, the meeting of the two takes place. In a certain picture, Rama is depicted as going first, Sita second, and Lakshmana coming last during their wanderings in the forest. Here, Rama is the Paramatman and Sita is the screen of Maya. So long as she is between them, the brothers have no chance of meeting. But when she stands out of the way, Lakshmana can have a look at Rama. What is the nature of the union of the Jivatman, that is individual soul, and the Paramatman, that is Supreme Soul? It is like the union of the hour and the minute, hence at 12 o'clock. Question. God is infinite, the Jiva a finite being. How then can the finite grasp the infinite? Answer. It is like a doll of salt trying to fathom the depths of the ocean. In doing so, the salt doll is dissolved into the sea and lost. Similarly, the Jiva, in trying to measure God, loses his individuality and becomes one with Him. As a piece of lead thrown into a basin of mercury soon becomes dissolved, so the individual soul melts away, losing its limitations when it falls into the ocean of Brahman. Is it possible for the human soul to obtain the condition of absolute union with God when he is able to say, Saham, I am He? If so, how? This is just like the case of an old servant of a house who, in the course of time, comes to be counted as a member of the family. When the master of the house becomes very much pleased with the servant's work, he undertakes it into his fancy and gives him his own seat of honor, saying to all the members of the household, Henceforth there shall be no difference between him and me. He and I are one. Obey his commands as ye do mine. And he who fails to do so disobeys my orders and will be punished for it. Even though the servant may hesitate through modesty to occupy the seat, yet the master compels him to take the seat of honor. Similar to this is the condition of souls who reach the state of Saham, that is, I am He. When they serve the Lord for a long time, He graciously endows some of them with all his glory and attributes, and raises them to his own seat of universal sovereignty.